Hi, Dick.
Hi, Stuart.
Looking forward to hearing you at the Croydon PIN on Wednesday the 16th.
Right, me too.
Just you mentioned about different ways to add value. I'm wondering it might be good to share with some of the listeners different ways. So when people are looking at properties, looking to buy something, things that they can be looking at to add value.
Yeah, I'd love to share that because the basic way that particularly when we started, was that we looked for a property that was big enough to actually add more rooms within it. So you're not trying to change the footprint, but it may be a very poorly laid out one-bedroom flat that you could put a dividing wall in and make it two bedrooms. So it's most basic adding value, apart from the refurbishment, which is one step below that. But if we could add a room in Tunbridge Wells at that time, you could get another 15 to £20,000 for the additional room, and it doesn't cost £20,000 to actually convert the room. It's just a stud wall, a radiator, a new door, and some redecoration. So that's at its most fundamental. And then afterwards, you can go on to split properties, maybe from a single dwelling into 3 flats, or you can title split it. So you might find a property that's got a configuration of flats already, which you can title split it and add the value, because the sum of the total units is greater than the value that you purchased it at. So that's another way. And a third way that we use a lot, and that is in the planning game, so that we can take something, work with an architect to actually build up a case for changing the layout, changing the number of floors, and by getting the planning gain, you can then get 2 bites of the cherry, where you get planning gain and the refurbishment, and you can also retain the freehold on something like that if it's a block of flats or a small block of flats. So you're getting 3 lots of profit centre in it.
Okay, that sounds great. I look forward to hearing more about it at the Croydon PIN on Wednesday the 16th of November. Thank you.
Great.